What's going on, guys? It's Extreme Bricks, and today I'm back with the Brickmania kit review. So today's review is going to be on the A-10 Warthog. This is Brickmania's largest kit to date, and is their largest aircraft they've ever produced. So this is a very special kit for numerous reasons. Number one, it is a Brickmania kit, so it's very limited, very awesome. Number two, it's an aircraft. Brickmania rarely does one-to-one scale aircraft with minifigures, so when they do, you want to jump on that train and get it as soon as you can because they don't do many kits like this. Number three, this plane is awesome in the Lego form and in the real life form in the Air Force. So this is a really massive kit. I'm going to try and go through all the great details on it, all the great sculpting work that went into the body of this. The nose, you can see it's just gorgeous. So the way this kit's going to be reviewed is first we'll look at the minifigure, the pilot. Number two, we'll look at the actual Warthog itself, all the great details, all the decals on it. And then three, we'll look at the boxing instructions, because the boxing instructions on this kit are actually really cool. The box is huge, the instruction manuals are very well done. So we'll take a look at those briefly, and then end off with some actual video clips of the real thing, this aircraft in real life, and it's shooting its awesome gun, and then we'll end off the review from there. So without further ado, let's go right into it. Okay, so here's the one minifig you get in this kit. He is a United States Air Force pilot. So one thing I like about this minifig quite a bit is the actual, the color of the uniform, which is, or the flight suit I should say, which is olive green. Very realistic to the real flight suit the pilots actually wear in the Air Force, which is awesome. He's got dark green hands for the gloves, again very accurate, very cool. The torso print is very nice, not too complex, but I think it does just a job and it looks awesome. I believe you have the United States Air Force logo, if I'm not seeing that correctly, then correct me. Maybe his name, I think. Just some more details done by Lando at Brickmania. Excellent job as always. It's very, very nice. On the back, nothing there. But you're going to have this minifig in the aircraft most of the time, so you're really not going to pay attention. It's mainly the Warthog you actually want to see. Pretty basic head, just sunglasses, and then a white flight helmet. So nothing too crazy going on here, but I think it does just a job in what you want for this aircraft. So next we'll look at the actual A-10. Alright, so looking at the main part of the set, which is the A-10 Warthog itself, we can see just how awesome this aircraft is. So this is a very special kit for a variety of reasons. You know, it's the largest aircraft Brickmania has done. It's the largest kit in general they've ever done, and it's just great because this is a one-to-one scale build. It's built with the minifig being the exact scale would be in real life, which is awesome because they don't do many kits like that with something this size. So this aircraft is known in real life as a few names. Officially, it's known as the Thunderbolt II, and then, as we all know today, is the A-10 Warthog. But some of the other names it's known as from the pilots who pilot this thing, and people on the ground who call this thing in for air support. They call this thing the gun, and the gun with wings. And that is for a very good reason. Without the gun in this aircraft, this thing wouldn't exist. So the gun this aircraft uses in real life is right here, and that gun runs 17 feet throughout the whole fuselage of the aircraft. Now, a fun fact about this gun, it is the largest gun ever equipped onto a plane or an aircraft in history. This gun is the GAU-8 Avenger Gatling gun. So again, heaviest gun ever put in an aircraft, and wait till you hear this. This thing fires 30mm depleted uranium rounds at a rate of 4,200 rounds per minute. Yeah, that's pretty badass if you ask me. This is the pinnacle of close air support. This is the aircraft they call in if you're a Marine in the ground, or if you're a team on the ground for the U.S., say in Afghanistan, Iraq, and you're pinned down by, so let's say Iraqis or, Taliban. You're gonna call this thing in immediately because this thing is loved by the people on the ground. The Marines love this thing because of how effective it is. So let's just give you some scale perspective. This is the pilot minifig we looked at before, and put it right next to the landing gear. This is a massive aircraft. It's awesome. So take the minifig away for just a second. We'll put it in the cockpit in just a minute. But first, it uses a Brick Arms Gatling gun piece. Nothing that special, but it's awesome. And next, you got a lot of great decals on this, a lot of really cool stickers. So you got the shark tooth mouth up front, which is just amazing. It looks so cool. Got the eyes, the mouth, very awesome. Here is the main fuselage, or not the fuselage, the cockpit area that runs right through here. And another fun fact about the cockpit is that it is surrounded by over 1,200 pounds of titanium armor. That's why the pilots love this aircraft, because of the amount of security it gives them. I mean, this thing is protected, even if it crashes, I mean, you've got a lot of protection. 1,200 pounds of titanium armor. So very well protected on this aircraft for the pilot. So the canopy does open up. It's very nice. I like that quite a bit. It just looks awesome when it's like that. And then inside, you've got the ACES 2 ejection seat, because in real life, obviously that's an ejection seat in case you're in a very bad situation and you need to get out of the aircraft. You know, if it's going to like explode or crash, you want to get out as soon as possible. So the pilot fits in the ejection seat very well. Got a printed tile on the back for detailing. Green little piece for whatever it is, just detailing. He fits in there well, and then he just fits right into the canopy here. 1 second, put his hand up, and he fits in there. Perfect. Put that down, and he's ready to go help out the Marines. Up front, you've got some really cool shaping up here done. Kind of a hard. There's a lot of surfaces on this aircraft that are kind of hard to pull off in LEGO, but they did a great job. Or I say Dan Siskin did a phenomenal job, because Dan Siskin designed the set. He's a fantastic builder, so a lot of great techniques done on this. That's one thing, the building this is just fantastic. A lot of fun building techniques you learn. Dan's just a great builder. Looking up front, you got just notice the beautiful shaping done on this thing. A lot of really nice surfaces that are really smoothed out, done very well. I got the Brickmania logo, the Air Force logo over here and here. So yeah, very large wingspan on this. You got some radar up here, very cool. And then one option, like most Brickmania kits, you have a lot of sticker options, so I chose some bullet holes along the side of the fuselage, and those look really cool, like it's been a real combat. You've got 838 over here. Another fun thing, another great fun fact about this thing has over 11 mounts for missiles, bombs, and rocket pods. So it's got a lot of options to deliver death to the enemy on this thing, which is just awesome. Another cool thing is when you're building a scale like this, you're able to put in a lot of details that are true to the real thing. So you've got, 1 second, just kind of get a good handle on this. You've got moving surfaces here on the wing, over here. So those, looks like the real thing. They function, and then these on the end of the tail, or the wing, open up. So you got all the right surfaces that actually do function, like elevators, and as well, wing surfaces and flaps. So I like the functionality, or the just like the little details that really add up for me at least, because I have flown planes before, and I do like when you move a stick in the cockpit, all the surfaces move. So I really appreciate the attention to detail on this. So that's really cool. Over on the wing, you've got some more detailing. Again, the Air Force logo here, just a red dot, I'm not really sure that's for, and it says no step right there. Very nice. And then on the end of the wings, you've got your lighting for flying at night. And then on the opposite wing, you've got the green one. And then looking at the bottom of this, you have your front landing gear here. And this all folds up, which is fantastic and really nice. So that folds up in the flight mode. So that's really cool. So there we go. That's all folded up now. So very, very nice. And then you can see the bottom is just, there's no like exposed parts like Lego does with like look at the bottom of the set and there's just like multicolored, it's all gray. So very accurate to the real thing. And then up here at the cockpit, just trying to show off that as best I can, you got a lot of black parts right here. And this is actually represents the GAU Gatling gun. This thing runs about to right here on the real plane. So it's a massive gun. It's awesome. And then all these things you see here, 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 here and here, these are all the mounts for weapons, and I'll show you that at the end. You have an instruction book for just building bombs to put on this thing. I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, so going back up, right, put the landing gear back up. Looking at the back of this thing, you have your engine pods, which are done in a, I wouldn't say simplistic way, but they're done in the best way you could. They're very hard shapes to pull off the engine pods here and here on this side. Get a better angle of that. So they have some stickers right here for the turbines, I should say. And they're done very well. It's very accurate in terms of the placing of them, the area where they're in. So I'm very pleased with that. And then the top of it, this is all tiled up here, and it's actually done, if you can see, it's all done on an angle, so it all slopes downward at a very, very small angle. But like the real thing, it's very true to the real life version of this. Looking at the rear of this aircraft, you have your horizontal stabilizers. Again, whipping surfaces all around. It's very nice, and then on the tail. So very cool, like that. I just like, when you're building in something in this big of scale, you can really incorporate a lot of details, like Dan Siskin did. And you got the outlets of the engines, a lot of nice detailing, and not really detailing, just shaping up front, back of the engines. So I'm sorry if it's kind of like weird angles. It's a very large plane to kind of show off in all of one shot. Okay, so that is the A-10 Warthog. Hope I didn't confuse you too much in terms of the wording. If I did say anything incorrect, correct me down below. I'm sure I messed up at least one thing. But now we're going to go and look at the box and instructions, and then end off with some awesome clips of this thing in real life. Okay, so we'll end off the review now with looking at the instruction manuals, the sticker sheet, and the box. So I always emphasize the attention, or not the attention to detail, but the quality of the instruction manuals in the box versus, the official LEGO sets. So, first of all, the size of this box is ridiculous. This thing is huge. But yeah, so in the front of the box, you've got A-10 Warthog, Dan Siskin, Brickmania, obviously, and a picture of the A-10 itself. Such a great aircraft, a great kit. This is an American aircraft, obviously, and it is skill level 4 out of 5, which is advanced. Awesome. And then this does contain 1,032 pieces with the brick arm Gatling gun right there, so very cool. Look at the side of it, you've got Dan Siskin's signature right there. Funny fact, this is actually the last copy of this kit I got for the first batch, so very lucky to have that, number 49. And then on the back, you actually have a lot of, I think Brickmania is really, really excelling in their product development in terms of how professional it looks. The back of it, you've got an awesome, picture probably done by Lando. He has fantastic photography for Brickmania. So you got some extra things right there. Ages 14 made in the USA. Awesome. Extra features of it. So very, very cool. So that is the box. I like it. I think it looks awesome. Now, here's a sticker sheet. I used up most of them, but you can see when I first got this, it was filled to the brim with stickers. So a lot of really cool ones on here. So that's awesome. And then you have the Brickmania Certificate of Authenticity right here. So if you want to sell one of your kits, this is what makes it, legit, and it doesn't this is a copy made out of your own bricks. So it's a signature. So very, very cool. Now, here's interesting about this kit. So you get two instruction manuals. One is for extra accessories you can build with your own parts for extra bombs, and then the actual one is for just the A-10 itself. So here's the main instruction manual. It is very, very thick. It was really cool build on this. Again, I can't emphasize the build enough. It was just a fantastic build. But looking at the instruction manual briefly, the instructions are very, very clear. Very nice. Not very simplistic like Legos, but very cool. And then on the back, I think it shows just some, this is where it shows you where the stickers go. Things like that. So, very nice instruction manual. And here is the A-10 armaments and accessories. So in here, They don't give you the parts to build this stuff, but you can build it with your own parts. So I'll definitely be building all of these and putting a picture on Instagram, obviously to show off. Just kidding, but it's gonna look awesome. So you've got the instructions to build a drop tank, Zuno rockets, so really cool. And then the full layout, you've got like an armament loader down here. So you got instructions to build everything. All sorts of things to bring death to the enemy. And then here is the A-10 when it's all loaded up with bombs and extra rockets. So I'll definitely be building all of those in the near future when I have time to go bricklink them. But that is the review, guys. This is a really long review because of how awesome this kit is. So now we're gonna end off with some videos of the A-10 flying around and blowing stuff up. We'll see you guys next time. You'll be seeing more Brickmania reviews, hopefully, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.